Hello, I'm Gary Lyon, and this is the 2015 wash-up for the Bulldogs. At the end of last year, they lost their captain, their coach, their CEO, and a raft of senior players. But what a season it finished up being for this footy club, Damien Barrett.
It was, Gaz. It was one of the feel-good stories of the year, and regardless of the elimination final loss, and a loss that they will rue because of their poor kicking, they can be very, very proud of what happened.
Yeah, Luke Beveridge has done an amazing job with this group of footballers, and they've got one of the most exciting players in the competition. As their highlight of the season for me was Jake Stringer. This boy has got unlimited ability. He's not lacking in confidence in his own ability, and you need that, Damo. And he'll learn from his first finals appearance as well. He had a bit of a dirty one and missed a really important handball that he should have given. It's a fine line between genius but also maintaining what's best for the team. But he's got X factor by the bucket load. He'll be able to go into the middle.
His speed here.
He's got genuine leg speed, loves the goal. So, big highlight, 56 goals for the year.
And there's still a big upside to him, Gaz, in yours?
I think so, yeah. I think he's going to end up pushing through the middle of the ground.
Yeah. I just love the exciting brand of footy they played. Now, Luke Beveridge came in, breath of fresh air, obviously off the field, and how he allowed them to play on the field just, I suppose, created this sense of anything can happen, and it nearly did. They fell short ultimately. Now, whether they can maintain it, Gaz, and whether they're going to have to get more defensive as they, I suppose, play football together, but I really hope they can at least keep a lot of this through 2016 and beyond, because if you talk about games of footy you want to go and watch, if the Bulldogs are playing, you want to watch them.
Yeah, and look, they can keep going that way, Damo, and having their supporters go, but, you know, and I think Luke Beveridge admitted to it in the weekend that he may have just not quite got it right in terms of having some defensive structure behind the footy. So they're on track, absolutely. Now, the low light for me, we've had a couple of goes at this, was Clay Smith, his third ACL injury. This was the incident here, second quarter. The AFL still haven't explained to me how they can allow this player to then go back on the ground knowing that he'd done his ACL. Now, the explanations, look at this. The explanations have come through. The AFL ticked it off. I find that absolutely staggering, and I'm still waiting to get a proper explanation from the AFL how they can tick off a player going back onto the ground having ruptured his ACL.
Couldn't agree more with your thoughts on that. My low-light, Gaz, was just the, I suppose, inability of the ruck situation at the Bulldogs to be rectified as the year unfolded. We had this strange situation there, one of the thoroughbreds in Bontempelli going up against one of the big men of the comp in Sandilands. That's Boyd as well doing the same thing. There are other examples where McRae had a crack at it. Even Biggs on one occasion in one game was used as the ruckman there for a period of time. It's something they need to sort out, Gaz, and are going to attempt to do so in the trade period, but it just wasn't a good look having Bontempelli going up against the monsters.
No, that's part of his ability to think a bit laterally, Lukey Beveridge, but they need a ruckman. We'll talk about that in a minute. This was also a quirky low light. This is not a great look when your assistant coach is in the background and starts sucking on the highlighter. That is not great, Dave. You've got to get that sorted out, please. I think that's Archie, his name is.
Yep. Didn't taste too good.
They were well up, 50 or so. What is that? It's 50-odd points up against the Dogs.
Okay, your favourite part of the wash-up, Gaz. Christmas bonus time, and I hope you get a good one this time.
Well, Luke Dalehouse for me. I don't think he would be in the top paid players at the competition in the Western Bulldogs team, so he has done what is very difficult, and that has been exciting highlights reel in the forward 50 and now become a genuine bona fide midfielder that can go in and rack up big numbers. His tackle pressure is outstanding. I think a very sizable Christmas bonus.
Very sizable.
Very sizable for Luke. I'm not sure what.
It's a bit obvious, isn't it?
No, well, this is where you haven't quite grasped it. This is a player who is not on the big dollars. Therefore, you then say, healthy bonus, well done to Luke.
I think I've grasped it better than you on this occasion. Easton Wood is my man from the Bulldogs for the Christmas bonus. Start of the year, we didn't really know where he was going to be. I mean, he'd been around for some time. He had injuries, but Gaz, I thought his intercept marking throughout the year and the drive off half-back, the confidence with which he played, and he can play taller than he actually is at times, and yet he can also play on the smalls as well. Really liked it. Special mention to Lockie Hunter too, who, despite a poor handball at a key stage of the elimination final, I think had a really, really good year as well. So I'm giving a little bit of that bonus to Lockie Hunter as well.
Well, I can't see anywhere where it says 2 Christmas bonuses, so you've mucked that up again. But well done to Easton Wood on a terrific year. Chopping block. Well, Will Minson played in the final in the end and did a really good job, but I think from Will's point of view, he would think throughout the course of the year, dropped twice at a time when their ruck stocks were at an all-time low. I would think Will would be looking elsewhere. Still putting some finishing touches to this playing list. What do they need to take it to the next level? Well, clearly a ruckman, given what we've just spoken about. Whether Stefan Martin's gettable or not, I'd certainly ask that question, because in terms of a fit for an exciting side, a mobile ruckman that also gets around the ground, he would be perfect. He'd be the bloke I'd go after. Whether he's gettable or not, I don't know. Leuenberger comes into the argument.
They have asked that question of him, and watch this space on him and a few others. My improvement area goes Tom Liberatore. Just get him through a pre-season without any off-field issues. We know he had a relapse in the off-field issues during the course of the year. There was acquiring of a club intervention at one stage. Been okay since, but they just need to make sure that he gets back out there round 1, 2-16.
All right, up, down or stagnate for this fairy tale team of the 2015 year?
Gaz, I've got them going up, only because I feel that they've certainly capable out of this year to win a final, and I reckon they will next year.
All right, well, I've got them around stagnating. I'm not that convinced that they're going to go up the ladder just at the moment, but maybe what they do over the summer months might change that. My other low light is your shirt. We don't want to see that one again on the wash-ups for the year. That is the wash-up for the Western Bulldogs in 2015.
New Gurney Power Grip. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.